welcome to Aquarius Dragon Tarot. I'll be your guide on this journey, and for today's card of the day, I had the following 3 cards all come out during my shuffle, and these individually also wanted to come through as clarifiers. So let's take a moment to breathe with our intention and our angelic guidance and divination to illuminate and show us what is in our highest loving heart's grace to receive. As always, only take what resonates with your beautiful heart, and what doesn't, just allow it to flow through. It might be a fun story to listen to or an allegory or two. And without further ado, they're telling me to go from the inside out, and then on the bottom we'll follow likewise according to our needs. Wow, 3 of Wands. I hear the adventure begins. We are on the path, ladies and gentlemen, and boy, are we ever moving forward with strides of gold. And what I see is, and as always, only take what resonates with your inner guru. There might be like a pause in the action, so to speak, because in the way of 3, there's always a step that's like, if you ever dance, it's almost like a half step that's not in the rhythm, but you know it's a part of the dance. So there is a step after the 1, which is the big leap of faith that's been taken, and that's a golden road. That's the alchemy. That's the transformational path that's before thee. And what I sense is there's a little pause that's happening, and that pause is for one to catch one's breath. And what is breath but inspiration? Because look at this beautiful road ahead that takes us through these mountains and valleys and into the gorgeous sunlight and this golden haloed sky. So know that this 3 of Wands, meaning the step that you have taken, and 3 is the number for ascended masters. So a step that you have taken with a leap of faith, with Mary, Jesus, Joseph. Thank you for my outer affirmation, my urban landscape. Could be Buddha, Lao Tzu. It could be anyone that you feel is an ascended. Thank you, Master, archangels, whoever it is that is your divine guide, is here along the path. And this is all new growth. So just as new growth, it's going to have days where it grows very quickly, and then times when it kind of stalls. But the stall doesn't mean a stall in the energy of what is flowing through thee. It's just that the physical takes time to come into fruition in the firmament of true heart's dreams come true, which is what this channel aligns with. And also for Aquarians, we are people who are of the air, who are taking energy that is in air and grounding it. And whether you are an Aquarius or have an Aquarian placement in your chart or not, it's really all about giving yourself time for these beautiful branches, for all the seeds that have been sown to come into fruition. And they most certainly are. There is no doubt. It's already happening. It's already here. It's almost like you can see one leg of the journey so strongly, and there's another part of it that is yet unknown. And that unknown might have diverted thee before, but this time it certainly will not. They're telling me to go to the left. Woo, yes, 6 of Pentacles. It certainly will not deviate for long, because the resources are coming for you. And that's what I sense might have been the stall, is, are the resources coming? And I just love these cards so much. I love that it just shows the simple 6. And the 6 of Pentacles in the traditional Rider-Waite is all about an inner child wish and dream that is coming true now. and this was the dream. That's why there's a blank. This was the dream that had to be foregone. Oh my gosh. It's almost like if you were to take this blank spot right here and put it into an enlarged focus, this is what you would see, is that this golden path, this alchemical road is coming true for thee. And you're going to take it slow. Oh my gosh. And we're going from a 3 to a 6. Ah, this is secret numbers. Okay. I love it. So I always love it, but this is just, it's just so amazing. This channel in particular and reading for you all is such a joy. Okay. So the 6 is the 3 coming into a double fruition. And in fact, more than a double fruition. This 6 is about the material part of the dream that is coming into reality and into growth. And that growth isn't always what we conceive it as. Maybe you thought it was just going to be the following of this golden road, and the universe is like, actually, no, we've got 6 beautiful coins for you, and each one has a sacred pentagram, which is the symbol for true magic. And true magic is really as simple as learning the language of inner love and understanding how to express it through language and words and actions that align with your heart's dream come true and through for you in this lifetime. And boy, is it coming, and boy, is it coming with an inner child who is just offering you everything they've got, and what they've got is gold. We want to receive that. And it's something that's come through, what I see is like this green river. It's coming through a green river with a green waterfall. There's so much water, and it's cleansing itself because somehow this dream was hidden for a long time. And what I see is almost like it was like every single one of these coins was hidden into the valleys and the sides of this green mountain. And by you calling forth your path, you've gone along and almost like, you know, a video game where you collect all the coins. You've collected the coins, but it's been like inadvertent, as if you're walking down the street and suddenly you look down and there's a gold coin. You're like, oh my gosh, thank you, universe, for the symbol of your abundance. And then you walk down some more and boom, there's another gold coin, and another and another and another and another. And suddenly you're realizing, oh my God, this was the golden road. And I thought I was just on some offshoot and maybe I was going the wrong direction, but it was never the wrong direction. It was always the true direction home. What I hear is the true direction north. And this direction north is one that is bringing you ever closer to what you know is where the heights are that you wish to grow, because you've been so embedded in your depths. And I sense it's why this card has come through in this deck, because that inner child has been in such depths that it doesn't even know its own power and prowess as a human. It just knows to give. And maybe there was usury in your childhood. And again, as always, only take what resonates with you. Or there were forms of exchange that happened that didn't resonate with you, but you had to go along with it because you were a tiny tot. And that perspective and point of view is evolving in the very real now. But it's going to take time for you to understand that you are the value. These gold coins are an extension of you. Without you setting this pace and going along this leap of faith and going into your dreams, you would never be able to acknowledge this part of you. And this part of you is certainly coming through with such a boldness and so much love for you and love for itself that's growing anew. Oh my God, the magician makes an appearance. Okay, well, why don't you just be this mystical, awesome being who brings so much wonder into fruition in your life? And not just for yourself. And hello, pentagram sitting on the table yet again, ba-bam, which to me is the 7th. And I know this is a sword, but to me that's also a part of the wands, and he's got like a wand in his hand, so I feel like that's either a 4 and a 5 for here. Okay, so this is amazing. Magician is really you being in your laboratory, you being in a space of knowing exactly what you're creating and why you're on this road, and why you're like, you know what, in this time of a pause, I'm going back into my magical laboratory. I'm going to look into my golden goblet. I'm going to bring my pentagram of truth. I'm going to hold my sword that liberates all with wordsmithing, affirmations and initiations and incantations that are from angelic grace that ground and land all the truth that I have within me that wants to be born into fruition. And I will allow my beautiful wand to be a scepter for me, an array of light, so that I can reach into my depths and also rise to my heights. And I love his dragon skull cap. It's absolutely beautiful. And it is holding this intention with thee. And it almost feels like your home has become a temple. It has become your church. It is a sacred space and a sacred valley from which you are collecting these amazing coins. And it's like for the seventh one, which would be the alignment and chakra alignment, for that seventh one, you had to revert back to your heart. And I think this inner child is what is also here, because what is a crone but the infant in a larger gaze? And the number 1 is always the number for dreams come true, for angels surrounding. It's why 1111 is so lauded as the dream sequence. It is the sequence of the initiator. So your initial intention is in this time, and if there is a pause in your dream, and maybe there isn't, maybe it's just full steam ahead and it's all flowing, and you're taking a moment to reconnect with your intention, because your intention is setting up your inner initiation to have an outer expression in a way that aligns for you, because this is not your first time on this road. That's what I hear, is it's not your first rodeo. It is certainly one that you've been on before, and one that's going to, oh my God, Ace of Wands, stop under the 3 of Wands. Okay, well, here it comes, and there's another one. Dreams come true and through for you. Look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we have 3, 6, and 9. Holy smokes, y'all. You are definitely divining something really amazing, and you think it's just about this dream that you've had and what you've been persisting and passionately following. It is so much bigger than that, and you are realizing it, because it is sending out so much energy. And it's no accident that all of a sudden outside of me there are these sirens, if you can hear them, because the universe is responding to thee. And your nervous system, you might feel like you're just, boom, I feel so much heat, like everything is just bursting out of you. There's so much passion, there's so much heat, there's so much energy. Yes, sirens, go ahead and speak, because we are bringing you out of the shadows. We are bringing you out of a place where you had to, like, almost, I don't know why I hear, like, be ashamed of how great you are. You are taking all of that power back, and that shame is the ripple effect of everything that's happening around you, because it was never your shame. You should never be ashamed of your power, of what you know, of what your inner child was here to plant and sow. And so now it's coming through, and I feel like these wands, like this is the ultimate of those wands, and it is growing golden leaves times 10, times 9 here, but I consider the 10th the ace that's in your hand, and it's all for you. Oh my God. That card almost dropped. Okay, High Priestess. Well, I mean, when you have the High Priestess and the Magician in one hand, you know that you're onto something magnificent. And the High Priestess is the number 2, which is for Aquarians. So as the High Priestess, perhaps part of the fear of this was, am I worthy? Do I have enough knowledge? Do I have enough wisdom to really complete this part of my journey where I don't know, maybe it's resources that you're lacking or you're waiting to come through. Boy, are they coming through. You have the wisdom and you have the know-how, and you don't need to seek outside of yourself for that. You already have it within you. You already know what the rites and the passages are that you need to move through. You already know the people who are going to be joining you. You've been calling them into you, and you have the inner knowing and strength of what to do with all of that once it comes, because I believe it had come before, but the road before had closed. Oh my gosh. And with the Magician, there's the 3 lights right there, which are these 3. Oh my gosh. Okay. And then the 2 is, oh my God. And then the 2 and the 2. Oh my gosh. And you're watching yourself. Oh my gosh. This is your higher self watching you. Not just your higher self, but your divinely guided soul, whether you're masculine or feminine, both of that aspect is represented here. And this is what I hear is reconciliation. This is a reconciliation with a part of you who was not able to express that in another life where you grew. And so now you have such fertile soil. And I hear pomegranate, and I believe those are grapes, but I see them as pomegranates. Like you are like a pomegranate. You are so ripe and you are so full and you are so fertile with ideas and things to offer. And it might be that this pause in the action for the moment is so that you can take your breath and take a moment before it all comes soaring out of you, and not just out of you, but through you into the universe, and closing out chapters. Number 9 is the number for closure. Closing out chapters that didn't serve you, that didn't serve other humanity. And as Aquarians, we are here to usher in a new era just by being, just by living, just by existing. We do that naturally. So you are naturally doing that. And whether you identify as a high priestess or not, it doesn't matter, or a high priest or not, it doesn't matter, because your inner knowing is so strong. It's allowing you to sit on a throne of ideals that you're already practicing and you were doing all along. Others just didn't see it. Oh my gosh. And here we go, Source Dragon, because you're attuned to the infinite. And in that silence, magic can happen and be in the moment. Well, why don't you just be the magician then that you are, because you're already doing it? Holy smokes. I feel like this is like the dragon who is, oh my gosh, who is giving energy to this magician and is allowing you to attune to your infinite through your magical practices. And your magical practices are just the rituals that you honor every day, whether it's your yoga, whether it's going on a walk, whether it's connecting to crystals or animals, whether it's breathing with nature or with light, or whether it's working with fire and candles or trees and greenery. Whatever it is that your magic is attuned to, it is bringing you, wow, the sirens are going nuts outside as we're doing this right now. It is attuning you to an infinite source that was always within you. And in this moment, and it says, be still, in this stillness, in this silence, in this pause, is the time that you are allowing yourself to attune even more deeply to what you really want. Because what I sense is the dream is evolving within thee. It's not static, it's growing as you grow, and you have grown to such incredible heights and depths that you are realizing that the magic that you were seeking in this path is actually within you. So now what do I want? And what you are doing is this high priestess, I feel like this is like spirit and soul family guiding you through the path and the different layers that might be facing you at this time. And just know that your high priestess is divining these resources to come to you, and they are coming from wisdom. You do not have to fear receiving them. When the source is filled with a true, noble-hearted integrity, honorable intention, the source, that source will naturally lead to the high priestess. And the high priestess will naturally guide the resources to come through honorable means that align with thee and that are a part of your grand mastery, your grand wizardry of closing out chapters and closing out the journeys and the paths that just weren't destined for you. And you knew that. And because of your amazing connection to dragons, and whether you're a dragon in the lunar zodiac or not, doesn't matter. You're here, they're a part of your lineage. This beautiful source dragon, as you are tuning yourself as the magician to the infinite, which means abundance is the language that I speak. And it is not toxic positivity where I positive away the darker things that I faced. No, I have grown to be the magician and metaphysical master because I faced those things. And because I'm not afraid of my ferocity, nor to face the challenges that face me. And this dragon is holding that energy with the beautiful infinity symbol above its gorgeous head, and holding a spiral of intention, which to me is the river of our dreams. And it's why you can attune yourself to your infinite. And it's why in your silence, you are allowing the magic to come through as you stay present with breath in the moment. It is an honor to witness your journey. Thank you so much for joining me. Bless your beautiful heart and day.